everybody! Welcome to today's episode. I'm super excited to dive into a topic that's not just a date on the calendar, but a celebration of freedom and unity. You guessed it, it's the 4th of July. Now this day, America's Independence Day, is significant for so many reasons. It marks the independence of the 13 American colonies from British rule on July 4th, 1776. Can you believe it? That's over 240 years ago.
Wow, that's really fascinating. So, what exactly happened on that day? I mean, did they just wake up and decide, hey, let's be independent today? Laughs.
Haha, not quite. It was a bit more complicated than that. The Declaration of Independence was a pivotal document crafted by some of the most notable figures in American history. Think John Hancock, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin. These guys are recognized as the founding fathers. They didn't just wake up one day, they were fueled by years of tension and conflict with British rule.
Oh, right. So, it was like a big group project, but instead of a science fair, it was about freedom. Did they have any, epic meetings or something? Sigh.
Exactly. You could say it was an epic meeting of minds. They gathered in Philadelphia, and it was a hot summer, so you can imagine the tension in the room. They debated, argued, and ultimately came together to draft a document that would change the course of history.
That's, really cool. So what do people do to celebrate this day now? I mean, do they have, parades or something? Laughs.
Absolutely. One of the most visible traditions is the display of American flags everywhere from homes to cars, you name it. It's like a sea of red, white, and blue. And then there are the barbecues. Families and friends gather to grill hamburgers and hot dogs, often in backyards or parks. It's a time for connection and celebration.
Oh man, I love barbecues. So do people have competitions? I can just imagine someone trying to grill the biggest burger ever. Laughs.
Haha, you're not far off. There are actually competitions, and some people take their grilling very seriously. But the real highlight of the day? Fireworks. They light up the sky in cities across the nation. It's a spectacular sight, and it's a time for families and friends to come together and enjoy the festivities.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So, do other countries have similar celebrations? I mean, what's the vibe like in other places? Sigh.
Great question. Many countries have their own national days, often celebrating independence or unity. For example, in France, they celebrate Bastille Day on July 14th with fireworks and parades. It's fascinating to see how different cultures celebrate their history and values.
Oh, that's so interesting. I'd love to hear more about that. Listeners, let us know in the comments about your country's national day. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more English content. Laughs.